Good morning. Welcome to the Hundreds Yoga. My name is Whang, and I will be leading you in our instruction today. Today's series, or every Saturday, we have this yoga class at 9 in the morning. It is a donation-based class, so we are welcome to donations. And you can find the link in the heart button in the corner if you like it at the end. But yes, it's a 30-minute session. We start off with some meditation, go into some movement, and we top it off with Shavasana at the very end to bring us into this long weekend. If you also see the checkbox near the chat, that is a link to register to vote. So if you haven't yet, we are meeting the deadline soon, so please register so that we could be not only taking care of ourselves, but taking care of the community around us. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I like to sit in a comfortable seated position, crisscross applesauce, or half lotus, where you put your left foot on top of your right hip. Your hands are a few inches above your knees, and you're just gonna elongate the spine. If this is your first time breathing, it's helpful to place your hands on your upper rib cages. And when you inhale and exhale, you want to feel your rib cages spread out and in, right? So when I say breathe into your core, it means breathe right there. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Gently soften the gaze. You made it to the weekend. Yes. There's always something to be grateful for in this madness. And in this space, just honor yourself and honor your breath. Sometimes it's the most quiet things in life that can lead us into the most stable and safe spaces. So today, let's just rely on our breathing, inhaling in through the nose and exhaling out through the nose. Look for your natural breath. Don't force it, just find it. All right, now begin to take sweeping breaths right here. Deep inhale in. And exhale slowly out the nose. Another deep inhale in. And exhale out, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the face, softening the belly. Last one, take a deep breath in. Take a slight smile and exhale out the nose. Slowly blink open the eyes. And today, instead of doing our 4-count breath, which I've been doing for the past 11 episodes, we are going to work on fire breathing today. So fire breathing is an energizing breath. I'm feeling a little momentum, and I hope you are, and that could carry us through this weekend and back into the week. So where fire breath happens is in the core. It's energizing, and you use your diaphragm to create that noise with your breath. Your mouth is closed, and you're really focusing on channeling the breath from your core, that belly breath, through the nose, clearing out those sinuses, and also just clearing out your head space and just your focus point, right? So place your hands right at your knees. I'm gonna clap, and every time I clap, that's a cue for the fire breath, all right? So we'll try it together. If you can't get along, just hop on, hop out. Doesn't matter, we're not gonna do it for that long. So take a deep breath in, and exhale everything out the nose. Until you can't breathe anymore, a deep breath in. And begin to breathe. Deep breath in. Hold the breath. And exit out. Slowly breathing everything out until you cannot breathe anymore. And we're going to go ahead and get started. All right. Let's go ahead and roll out our wrists, interlace the fingers, roll them outwards, and then roll them inwards. Roll them out, keep rolling. And fingertips face towards the knees and just lean onto your heels for some nice forearm stretches. Talk to your forearms, thank your forearms for a rough week of just typing, computerizing. Now fingertips out and just make baby circles. Now flip the hands so fingertips in and just gently pulse on the wrists. Don't go too deep in because this you may be a little bit more tense here and it may cause just some discomfort. All right, so place all 10 fingers into the mat. Grip onto the mat. Your palms should be just no air between your palms and your mat. Tops of the toes are pressed into the ground. Knees are hips lengths apart. Hands are shoulder lengths apart. Take a deep breath in. Drop the lower belly. Lift the chin. Lift the chest. Open the collarbones. Look up. Lift the tailbone, nice little back bend, and exhale, curl the spine. Look through the thighs or look towards your belly button. And you should feel your triceps move towards your ears. Inhale for cat. Lift the chin, lift the tailbones, open the collarbones, slide those shoulders back, press into your hands, press into the tops of your toes, and on your next exhale, curl the spine and look towards your belly button. We're going to do one more of those. Press into the hands, press into the feet. Inhale, look up, cat. Exhale, pull the belly button towards the spine. Imagine a string just drawing and lifting your shoulders up for cat. I'm going to make some nice big circles to the right. Big circles to the left. And now open up the knees wide and bring your hips towards your feet. I'm just going to switch up the song. And crawl your fingertips towards the front of the mat. Like so. For cow pose. Warrior, just keep crawling the fingertips up. Pull the belly button in. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale back to tabletop position. Tuck the toes. Hips towards the back. Your hands are shoulder lengths apart. Your feet are hips lengths apart. Gently release the heels down. Take a slight bend in the knees. Again, same thing in that cat cow where you felt the triceps just pulling towards your ears, curling the spine, look towards your belly button. Take one more breath here, nice deep breath. And exhale, slowly release the heels towards the ground. Beautiful. Okay, even though I can't see you, I feel it. All right, inhale, slowly walk up to your wrist. Bend the knees, grab onto your elbows, and just hang low. You can rock side to side, opening up the hips. Now ground into the heels, release the hands, and slowly roll up vertebra by vertebra. Pull the belly button in as you come up. And just really just move slow, finding your own flow. The last thing up should be your head. And once you feel your chin lift, just bring your gaze up to the ceiling. Breathe in, lift the hands up to the sky or the ceiling. Pull the belly button in, reach towards the ceiling as the hands press. Exhale, bring the hands to heart. Gently close your eyes and set your intentions for today's practice of what brings you here to this moment. And just honor yourself and keep this time sacred because it's your time of self-care and the practice of self-care. All right, inhale. Bring your feet together. We're going to sweep the hands up to the sky. Pull the belly button in. Drop the hips down for chair pose. Keep moving. If you want to challenge, you can lift up your toes. Bring your triceps towards your ears. Slightly curl the tailbone. Take a deep breath in. Open the collarbones. And exhale, go even a bit lower. And inhale, stand up. Exhale, bring your hands to your forehead and slightly begin to hinge at the waist. Look forward until you can't look forward anymore. Bend the knees, drop the hands to the floor and gaze towards your knees. Inhale, press your hands to your shins. Look up, drop the shoulders down, open the collarbones, and smile. Exhale, place your hands onto the mat, step back, modified chaturanga. So you're in plank pose, your shoulders are stacked on top of your wrists, your heels are stacked on top of the balls of your feet, your core and your belly button is in and strong. Take a deep breath in, look up. Exhale, bend the knees, drop towards your elbows, bend the elbows towards the rib cages, and slowly lower yourself down until your forehead touches the mat. Inhale, press into your toes. Lift the chest, lift the hands up and drop the shoulders back. And try to keep that slight smile through all this. And exhale, push back to child's pose and drop the forehead down. Soften the belly, soften the gaze, and return back to your breath. Just connect with your breath at this moment. Inhale, come back up to tabletop position. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look towards the belly button. Take a nice deep breath in. Kick the right foot up. Exhale, right foot forward. Drop the back heel down so the left toes are facing the left side of the mat. Make sure your right knee is stacked on top of your right ankle and your heels are aligned. And then you're going to contract the back thigh, straighten out the back leg, really push into that outer edge of the back foot. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, bend into that front knee. Pull the right hip back, straighten out that back leg, pull the left belly forward. Inhale, reach. And exhale, open the collarbones forward, shoulders down. One last breath, breathe in. And exhale, right hand forward, left hand back. And go and stare at the right middle finger for your focus point. Grip into that outer edge of the back foot. Inhale. Lift from the belly and exhale, drop the shoulders down, bend into the front knee, ground into that front heel and those front toes. One last breath, breathe in. And exhale, drop the left hand, reach the right hand towards the back, sweeping the ceiling. One last breath in. And exhale, right hand on the outside of the right foot, left hand inside of the right foot, kick the right leg back to downward facing dog, and we're going to take 2 nice breaths here. Inhaling, pressing off the hands, triceps towards the ears, listen towards the belly buttons. Exhale, try to straighten out the knees and drop the heels. And 1 breath in silence, take a deep breath in. And exhale, relax and release. Inhale, kick the left leg up. And exhale, left foot forward. Drop the right heel back. Right toe faces the right side of the mat. Ground into the outer edge of the back foot. Straighten out this leg. Contract the inner thigh. Left knee stacked on top of the left foot. You'll get the hang of it. Don't worry. And on your inhale, sweep the hands up. And exhale, bend into that front knee. Ground into that outer edge of the back foot. Pull the belly button in. Take a deep breath in, pull the left hip back, right belly forward. Exhale, open the collarbones, drop the shoulders. Last breath in. Exhale, right hand back, left hand forward. Gaze at your left middle finger. This is a very opening stretch. So inhale, ground into that outer edge of the back foot. Open your hips towards the right side, but your gaze is forward. Your collarbones are also open. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, drop the right hand, flip the left hand, sweep the sky, and look up. Pulling the belly button in. Keep the bend in the front knee. Deep breath in. And exhale, go ahead and cartwheel down. Kick the left leg back. And this time we're going to try to do a full chaturanga. Inhale in. Exhale, lower onto your elbows. Elbows on top. Your wrists on your elbows. Not your wrists, your rib cages on your elbows. Inhale, come to the top of your toes. Lift the knees. Open the collarbones. Your elbows are now right by your rib cages still, and look up. Exhale, push back to downward facing dog. And we'll stay here for a few breaths. Breathing into the nose and breathing out to the nose. Inhale, breathe into your core. Pulling the belly button in and exhale. Bring your rib cages closer to your knees. Inhale, look up. Go ahead and slowly walk up to your wrists. And exhale, forward fold. So ground your hands and feet. Take a slight bend in the knees if you need to. Inhale, lift your hands towards the sky, lifting from the chest, come to stand. Watch your hands meet up top and exhale, pull your hands to heart. And take a few moments here just to ground yourself. Breathing in and out the nose. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press your hands onto your shins, look up. Slide the shoulders back. And exhale, you're going to step the right leg back, drop the right knee, interlace the fingers, rest your hand on top of the left knee, and inhale, sink into your hips. And exhale, frame your hands around your left foot and straighten out the left knee and forehead to shin. Inhale, bend that front knee again, this time look up. Prop onto your back toes. Breathe in. And exhale, lift your back knee. Kick your left leg back. Drop to your knees. Lower yourself. Your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, child's pose. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, this time step the right foot forward. Drop the left knee down. Untuck the left foot, interlace the fingers. Place your hands on top of the right knees and sink into your hips. Inhale, push your hands onto your knees and exhale, sink a bit further. Pulling the belly button in. I'm going to bring this right hip back as well. Inhale, ground and frame your right foot. Exhale, straighten out the right leg. Bring your forehead to your shin. Inhale, bend the front knee, look up. And on your exhale, lift onto the balls of your feet in your left foot. Lift the knee. Take the right leg back. Drop to your knees. Drop all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra. And exhale, child's pose. Just stay here for a few breaths. Inhaling into the nose and exhaling out the nose. Inhale, come back up to tabletop position. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. And try to do a little hops here if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. Just walk up. Forward fold. And on your next inhale, go ahead and stand up. Reach your hands towards the ceiling and exhale. Bring your hands to heart. All right, we're going to go ahead and do a standing pose, we will do tree pose today. All right, so open up your feet so that the hips width apart, ground into both feet, and just notice the way that your weight balances on your feet. Are you leaning forward? Are you leaning backwards? And just be mindful of that and even out that balance of your feet, okay? So once you're here, you're gonna switch to your right leg. Slowly shift the weight and just feel your body, feel your breath. That's the practice of yoga, right? And once you find stability here, lift the left leg up. Using your left hand, guide your left leg open. And you're gonna either drop your foot right here, on your ankle, on your calf, skip the knee, not on the knee, in your inner thigh, or if you're more open, you could do half lotus. Okay, I'll do the inner thigh with you guys. And as you're here, you can find your balance. Focus on a point on the wall or wherever you are at in your room. And focus so hard that you get lost into that point of focus and that focus becomes internal. And try to be as still as you can. And you know, your body may find a moment of absolute stillness, but even if it doesn't, you could find that in your mind. A few more breaths here, connecting your breath to your stillness, emptying out your mind, soften the gaze, and we'll switch sides. All right, so shift the weight onto your left leg this time. And once you found that balance, lift the right leg up, using your right hand, open up the leg, and you could drop it either to your ankles, your calves, or your inner thigh. Once you've found that balance, just go ahead and place your hands to your heart. Find your focus point again, and focus so deep that you want to blur out everything around that point. Still hold integrity to your body. So stay strong, stay firm, and just allow your breath to clear out your space and enter you into a moment of stillness. Take a few more breaths here. Slowly begin to release. Interlace the fingers. Shoot the hands up, pull the belly button in. Exhale, push the left hips out. Right fingertips towards the right side of the room. Pull the left ribs out of the right hip. Pull the belly button in. Look up. Inhale back up. And exhale, switch sides. Push the right hip out. Keep the triceps near your ears. Straighten out the arms. And turn and gaze up. One last breath in. Exhale a bit further. And inhale, come back to stand. Exhale, we're going to come back to the front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, turn around to lower yourself halfway down. Press yourself up to upward facing dog. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. Walk up to your wrists and come to a seated position. We are actually winding down. So find yourself on the mat, laying down. Bend your right knee, left ankle on top of right knee, left knee pointed towards the left side of the room. And your hands are either going to go on top of your knees or underneath your thighs, looping through your ankle and your knee. So pick your position. Both shoulders are down. Inhale in. Exhale, pull that knee in. Flex the left foot, opening up the left hip. Deep breath in. And exhale out. Go a bit deeper. Take a nice breath in. And exhale a little deeper. All right, switch sides. So bend the left knee, bend the right knee. So it's pointing out to the right side of the room. Ankles stacked on top of the knees. And choose your grip again, either on top of the knees or behind the thigh. Both shoulders down, inhale in. And exhale, pull that knee closer in towards your chest. Ground your shoulders to the mat and just relax the With every inhale, make more room and space, and with every exhale, go deeper into your stretch. One last breath in and exhale. Hug the knees into the chest, rock side to side. Now you're going to open up the arms, bring both knees towards the right side body and look towards the left side. Take a few breaths here, allow your shoulders to open to the ground and your chest to move towards the left side as your belly button moves to the right side. Inhale, hug your knees into your chest, then switch sides. You can use your left hand to guide your knee towards the ground if you'd like, or you could just sprawl out. Take a few breaths here. And just allow the weight of your body to move you into this twist. Okay. Bring your feet out. Inhale, reach up. Reach your toes to the back, the front of the mat. Reach your hands to the back of the mat. Inhale in. And exhale, come up. Reach towards the ceiling and exhale, forward fold over your knees. Take a few nice deep breaths here. Inhaling into the nose and exhaling out the nose. Slowly come back up. Lay back on the mat. Bend the knees, ground your heels into the mat, and bring your hands towards your hips and draw your heels right at the tip of your fingertips. Inhale in and exhale. Lift the pelvis, move the pelvis towards the back of the room, contract the thighs. Take a few breaths here. Slowly release. This time you're going to lift the hands up, but keep the elbows on the floor. Or you could start off with your hands on the mat, and then you're going to breathe in. Lift the hips and catch the hips, and slowly either guide the hips back for plow pose, or you go into full plow and bring your toes up to the ground. When you're here, you want to try to stack your hips over your shoulders, or you could just bring your feet back. Slowly release your hands down and drop your spine vertebra by vertebra. Place your hands on the outer edges of your feet, open up the knees wide, and just rock side to side. For happy baby. And once you're done with that, open up the legs wide in star pose. Open up the hands and just begin to move into your meditation of your final stage of Shavasana. And in this moment, allow your body to meet the ground in all of its weight. And just know the ground beneath you can carry you. And the ground beneath you is strong enough to hold you. And trusting in that, just allow all your thoughts, all your plans, all your worries to just be released. Relaxing the jaw. Clearing out the mind. you wake the mind, just slowly begin to wiggle your hands and your feet. Hug your knees into your chest. Just roll to one side of the mat. Allow your body just to be heavy in this moment. When you're ready, just slowly come up to a seated position, keeping your eyes closed. Place your hands to your heart. And take a few breaths here. Inhaling into the nose and exhaling out. Coming back where we first started. And just notice the quality of your breath and your thoughts. Take a nice smile. Remember, you always have access to your peace. And even though things around us are rapidly changing, peace is inside of you, and stability, trust is what you create. It takes a lot of self-discipline to turn inward. And so may that be your practice. May you be a practitioner of self-care and self-discipline and self-reflection so that you can honor your work in all that you do. Thank you. Have a beautiful and great weekend. Be safe out there. Hope to see you guys next week. This is every Saturday at 9 o'clock. If you'd like to drop a little donation, you can click on the heart button. This is all out of free love so that we can have just virtual access to wellness during this time. So I appreciate just you being here and any other just love that you send. And so blessings and see you next week.